Hey guys, welcome back. Right, okay, so next Evercade video from me. Hooray! So yeah, Blaze put out a video, well, two videos actually recently, and to announce the next two collections. They've got 20 so far. This is going to be 21 and 22. And they're really interesting collections. In particular, the second one I'm going to talk about because I did not see it coming at all. And it was a really pleasant surprise. So the first collection that they're going to be putting out is the Intellivision collection. Now, as you know, guys, I'm a big supporter of the Amico, the Intellivision Amico. Very much looking forward to that machine coming out. And I've never played an Intellivision. I know nothing about the company, about the games or anything. Only what I've learned from following the Amico. So it's going to be really interesting to check out these games. There's a full list on the site, which I'll put on the screen right now because I can't remember them all. And I don't know the majority of the games. I've got no idea what type of games they are, how they play, whatsoever. But I do know about Astro Smash, Shark, Snafu and Night Stalker, because all of those have been reimagined on the Amico and have all caught my attention and look absolutely fantastic. Shark in particular, because I still don't really understand that game and I'm dying to play it just to check it out because it looks really interesting. But of course Astro Smash and Night Stalker are right up there because they look amazing. Snafu looks like a really fun multiplayer game, and it's just going to be really cool because the VS is, I think the collection comes out in September, the VS comes out in November and the Amico is out in October. So it's a bit of a wait because I haven't got the handheld, and I really don't want to get down the road of buying the handheld just so I can play the games early. But I'll be waiting from September till November to play the Intellivision collection. But the cool thing is, in between that time, I'll have my Amico in October and I'll be able to sit down and play all the really cool modern versions of these games. But then in November, I can go back and play the originals and see what people were playing back in the early 80s and get an idea of where these games have evolved and what they've actually done on the Amico versions, how much they've upgraded them. I think that's really cool to be able to go back and do that, because apparently the original Astro Smash in particular is really, really playable and really fun. So I'm excited. And looking at, as I say, Snafu and Shark, look, I think Shark probably isn't going to age as well. That looks like it's pretty dated from what I saw. I think Snafu's going to work because it's like Snake in a way from what I can see, so that's straightforward. Night Stalker and Astro Smash should translate really well. I mean, Astro Smash, you can't go wrong with a game like that. It's going to look great. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to checking out the Intellivision collection. I love the fact that they're doing this as well, doing obscure stuff like this that I wouldn't think of normally. And it's going to give me something to try that I've never played before, which is fantastic. So thank you to Blaze and thank you to Intellivision and Tommy Tallarico for doing that deal, and to OUB Pete who actually put the deal together. So I'll put them in contact. So the second collection, guys, is a fantastic collection. This is a collection that I did not expect. I was following Blaze on Instagram and they said, oh, tomorrow at 2 o'clock we're going to be putting out a next collection. And I ain't got a clue because I don't follow Evercade, so I'm new to this, so I didn't know what the hell it's going to be. And it came out and it was the Bitmap Brothers collection, and I was just like, oh my God. I was like, I can't believe that. Now apparently, I've said before that Mike Montgomery, one of the original founding members, is making a game called Liar's Dice for the Intellivision Amico. And Tommy's talked to him about doing bitmap games on the Amico, and it's because of licensing, because the Bitmap Brothers don't own the license anymore. They sold them to Rebellion in 2019. So therefore it would be a case of either Tommy talking to Rebellion, or if Tommy and Mike want to put something together, they can make games that are similar to the Bitmap Brothers games, but they're not called Chaos Engine, Xenon 2, Speedball, Magic Pockets, etc. Anyway, so this is a really cool thing anyway. I'm very excited to see what can happen on the Amico, but this collection was just like, wow. And the games that they decided to put on there really impressed me actually. There's a lot of Speedball on there. Massive Speedball overkill for some reason. So it's interesting because apparently they can't use Amiga ROMs. I don't really I did read some articles that a guy sent me. Don't really understand it, to be quite honest. There's the legal reasons and why I think it's something to do with Kickstarter or something, I don't know. But anyway, there's reasons why they can't use the Amiga ROMs, which is a real shame because the Amiga versions are always the best versions, obviously. But nonetheless, we're getting a Master System version of Speedball. I've never played the first one, that was really cool. We're getting the Mega Drive version of Speedball 2, which, okay, it's missing the ice cream, which I've got to be honest, does piss me off a little bit because that's iconic. I mean, that is Speedball 2 to me, but Brutal Deluxe is such a great game. I cannot wait to play that again. They've got Speedball 2100, which is a PlayStation 1 game, which I've never played that. I actually only really started paying attention to that recently when I started collecting PS1. And I was looking into games and I thought, it looks quite interesting. But I'm not going to buy it for the PS1 just yet. I'm not 100%. So when I get that collection, I'll just play it and see if I like it or not. So yeah, a lot of Speedball. But then they got my favourite game, which is Chaos Engine, and it's the Super Nintendo version. So sorry to all the Mega Drive fans, but you know, I've got to admit both versions are really good. But for me, I prefer the Super Nintendo. I prefer the audio. I prefer the brighter, colourful graphics. I'm a Super Nintendo guy. What can I say? But I do respect the Mega Drive version because graphically the Mega Drive version looks absolutely bang on. Music's alright. Speech is questionable, but that's the Mega Drive. But yeah, really cool to get a SNES version of Chaos Engine. And then lastly, we have the Mega Drive version of Xenon 2 Mega Blast. Now, I think that's the only one that's not going to translate well to people who've never played Bitmap Brothers games. I just think that Xenon 2, even for me now, when I owned an Amiga a few years ago, that game has aged. It looks beautiful. The music is still absolutely incredible. The sound effects are great, but the game is just really, really slow. And if you're used to shooting up games, it's not a good one to be playing because it's just going to be. I think it's going to come across as quite boring compared to most vertical shooters. I may be surprised then people that have never played Xenon 2 will actually love it. I mean, me personally, just for nostalgic reasons, it's the first game I ever played on my Amiga 500. The Bomb the Bass soundtrack, you know, the graphics, the guy in the shop when you go and buy stuff. There's just so much cool shit about that game that I absolutely love. And I can look past the slowness of it. But yeah, really interesting collection. I did not see them doing that. And I find it quite fascinating. If anyone knows in a simple explanation as to why we can't have Amiga ROMs, please let me know. Because I'd love to know, because I read the article and I just sort of went over my head a little bit. Because it's a shame, because I'd love to see them do like 8-bit micro collections like Ocean, you know, or Imagine, or US Gold, or any of those companies. Because if we had an Ocean collection, oh my God, that would be phenomenal. But yeah, really, really enjoying what I'm seeing from Evercade so far, from Blaze. It's quite impressive. And I think this VS system, when it comes out, could be a massive hit, you know, especially at the price point as well. So if you looked at the trailers, guys, if you checked them out, are you interested at all? What do you think? Let me know in your comments down below, as per usual. How do you feel about the Mega Drive versions of Chaos Engine and Xenon 2? You know, I don't know. I think I might have played it to Xenon 2 on emulation on Mega Drive, but I can't remember how it looks and sounds. Obviously, they're never going to be as good as the Amiga, but it's close enough. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.